Join me today as we cover another GenCon purchase, the Dungeon Crawl Classics reference booklet. Welcome back, those who've been here before. Welcome to new to the channel. It's the Geek Cabal channel. I'm Bob, and today we're going to be covering something I picked up at GenCon, the Dungeon Crawl Classics reference booklet. Now, this is in preparation to actually use the Dungeon Crawl Classic system, which we haven't done yet, partially because we can't even seem to get together for our D&D sessions, much less another system. So I do have the actual rule book though, and I've been reading through it, and I took a look at this at the booth, and basically, this is a whole bunch of charts and tables. And so once you have actually read the rules themselves, this is the material that you tend to come back to other than like specific rulings on things. So like you've got like armor bonuses, the luck score, ability score modifiers, because they're not the same as they are in D&D. Uh, DC skill checks, occupation charts, uh, turning things, tables for thieves, halflings, whatnot. Now, one feature of Dungeon Crawl Classics that is different from D&D is each of the classes have their own crit tables. Like, the first one is all level 0 characters and all wizards. Then all thieves and elves, clerics, halflings. Crit table 3 is clerics, halflings, level 1 to 2 warriors, and level 1 to 3 dwarves. Table 4 is level 3 to 4 warriors and level 4 to 5 dwarves. And table 5, which is the last one, is warriors of level 5 and up and dwarves of level 6 and up. And these are the effects if you get a crit. So they do change based on the class. And then you roll, it's a very lengthy table. You roll, see the result. Also, these things have really awesome artwork. Hopefully you can see that. It's a guy getting stabbed right in the eye. Pretty cool. But probably not for him, though. So, and that's serendipitously under the blinding attacks table. I'm going to say that he's probably blind in that eye because a dagger halfway, he's probably dead. Probably halfway buried in it. And yeah, just, disarming attacks, pushbacks, trips and throws, 2-weapon attacks. In fact, the main thing that's not in here is spells. There are things to do with magic, like the mercurial magic tables and the corruption tables, but the spells themselves are, I believe, not in here. Well, the levels for the spells are in here anyway. But yeah, like just charts with the spells by level are in here, but not the spell effects, the descriptions and everything. Those are not in here. For that, you will still need the actual rulebook themselves. And you got the monster crit hit tables. Apparently, dragons have their own crit hit tables, devils and demons, and so on. And some awesome artwork. But anyway, for $10, I've got the feeling once we start playing, this is going to be an invaluable guide. And once we do actually start playing, I want to talk some more about the rules and systems, whether or not this was a good purchase. I'm assuming this is also for sale on the Goodman Games website. Like I said, it's $10. $10 to have to use this and not have to haul around a several 100-page rule book. I consider that a good trade-off, personally. But also, like I said, I did buy it to actually use it. So hopefully in the near future that's going to happen. Like I said, I've got a couple of copies of the rulebook now, so I can make sure everyone has one. And I also have Mutant Crawl Classics, which is a game basically using the same system at more of a sci-fi bent. And as far as I'm aware, they're compatible because some of the adventures can work for either or both. So you got that. And Brad has one of their kind of spin-off series. Might have been called Weird West. It's basically like Cthulhu type stuff plus Old West stuff using a system based in this system. So hopefully we'll check that out as well. And one of the others is the Tales of the Dying Earth, based on the Jack Vance novels, which is where D&D spellcasting as we know it comes from. That's why it's called, I don't know if it's pronounced Vankian or Vancian, but given that his last name was Vance, I'm assuming it's Vancian spellcasting. I haven't read the book, so I don't know if they mean the levels or the concept of wizards remember a spell and it's in their mind for so long, and they just recall it and cast it. I think it's that aspect of it. Again, I haven't read the book, so I couldn't tell you. So that's probably going to do it for this one. If you're interested in Dungeon Crawl Classics and you get going with it, this is probably an invaluable investment. But like I said, I'll let you know once we actually get going with it. And probably do a review on the dice at some point, because you use more than just the normal dice for this system. Instead of the normal 7 dice set, I think it's like a 14 dice set. It uses bizarre sized dice, like a D7 and a D9 maybe. I don't know. Weird stuff, the D30. But anyway, if you're into DCC, check this out. Or if you want to spice up your D&D, these crit tables would work just fine. Just pick one of the tables and make that your crit table for effects and go with it. Some of them are pretty spectacular. So Bob says, check it out. But I believe that'll do it for this little review here. So not to draw out what's going to wind up being one of our shorter videos, but this is YouTube, assuming it's where you're watching this. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know if you've used this book before or something like it, or if you currently play DCC or played it before. What do you think of it? Do you want to hear more about it from us? Do you want us to start talking about D&D again? Because we haven't played for months, and Wizards of the Coast hasn't managed to create a new public disruption in a while, so we haven't had much to talk about. So anyway, let us know one way or the other. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you out there.